What's up, nerds? Oh, I wasn't expecting to do this right now. Little backstory. I was waiting for the first two stages of the Millennium Falcon to show up. Beginning of September, and was hoping to be able to have brought you the videos by now, as I kind of promised. Now, the problem is FedEx, being awesome, they went ahead and left my package outside the security gate, and it was stolen. So I went ahead and reached out to Fanhome, and they took care of business, took care of it. And it said on the website that it wasn't supposed to ship until the 20th, which would be Wednesday. But there was no tracking, there was no nothing. And so I'm kind of curious as to what showed up today. I was in the middle of doing another build, desperately trying to put out a video on time for tomorrow. And, well, this arrived. So, this could be something or else, or it could be the first two stages of the Millennium Falcon. Let's find out. I'm hoping it's the first two stages of the Millennium Falcon, because if so, oh man, let me tell you. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, well, we're going to blank that out. It's the Millennium Falcon. Oh, buddy. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Well, just like the Enterprise, we knew it was going to be stainless steel, but wow, or not stainless, but die cast, and this is considerably heavy. Okay, very interesting. And then we have our screwdriver. Cool. Very interesting. It looks like we're building an inside table, which tells me where they played. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to pull off parts of the Millennium Falcon as it's being built. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So, here is the model magazine. This is all brand new. I'm one of the very first to get it, so this is super exciting. That's the exploration of the model. We have one of the next couple magazines here. Oh, wow. Oh, this must be, so that was magazine 1 and 2, and then this must be the magazine describing the model itself. And then, looks like, oh, a big old poster here. That's dangerous. What do we got here? Oh, wow. So, oh, that's right. So, it is the model blueprint. Oh, and it's going to be all of the different stages as we go along. Oh, cool. And then, you have to excuse me as you listen to birds going in the background as I do very unprofessional things. Oh, man. Don't ruin it, Jordan. Look at this. One giant blueprint of the Millennium Falcon. Oh, my friends, this is going to be amazing. Let's go ahead and get into building, shall we? Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Aligning the Stars. I'm Jordan, and this is the first episode of the Millennium Falcon build series. I am so excited to bring this to you today. Start with the fact that I wasn't sure if this was actually going to happen. Got approved. Waiting for parts to arrive. I get the payment polls and all of that, and then delivery happens. And the delivery was stolen before I could get home. first time that's actually ever happened to me in my entire life. It was really disheartening. This happened about 12 days ago or so, and I thought that this part was going to be shipped on Tuesday, and that I might be able to squeeze out an episode before next week, and it showed up today. And so I have been doing things today. I started a new build on a kind of a 3D model thing that I just kind of wanted to play around with, just so I can release some content for what's going to be this spot. And yeah, so I've been shooting that all day. It's late, so we're going to do kind of a short one today. There are the first 2 stages of the Millennium Falcon. Later on tonight, I will release the second video with the second stage, so we're going to kind of have a 2 for double features. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So much like the Enterprise, the packaging is amazing. The part quality is amazing. Here is actually some of the superstructure here, and it's metal, straight up. It's not magnetic. I'm kind of stupid on that one, but yeah, not magnetic, but definitely some metal here. Part of the superstructure that won't actually be part of this step. Kind of a short, quick little step today. Just really more excited to bring it to you. The part here we have is a resin piece. How interesting. So this is part of the I guess going into the cockpit to the Millennium Falcon, and instead of metal, this is resin, plastic. Interesting. Well, not exactly like the Enterprise. Here is part of the cockpit. Hold it up there. Let it focus up. So we're going to be starting with this section here. I'll leave that sitting up. And then the next stage we're going to be building today, before we go, is going to be building one of the many the part of the quad laser cannons. So pretty cool stuff. So with that, this is similar to the Enterprise D, although it is different in the sense that Eagle Moss was the one who was making the Enterprise D, and basically Fanhome and DeAgostini Collectables, who is the parent company who's making this model, basically bought up all of the model pieces so they can distribute, and then they kind of have been doing their own thing with this, and it seems very similar to what they were doing with the Enterprise. Packaging was very similar, and as you can see here, the labeling has changed, and we got Fanhome here with DeAgostini. I hope I'm saying that right. Then of course, it's 2023 with Disney and Lucasfilm and all that, so this is a big deal. I don't know how many of these there are going to be, but it is a limited time deal. And going back to the package being stolen, Fanhome was super cool. They I let them know what happened, and they, no question, went ahead and just took care of it. I wasn't expecting to get it here this fast. So enough talking. Let's go ahead and get started building. So the first thing we're going to be doing is assembling the cockpit bulkhead. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this sticker piece, and I'm trying to be careful, kind of like the Enterprise. You're going to get a single screwdriver that's going to build the whole thing, but like I said, this is resin and plastic. I'm curious to see what the quality level is going to be like. So here is the sticker. It's going to be going onto the back of this piece. And in the magazine, which we'll go over into the second in the second episode, in order to fill out a little bit of this space in the episode, there is going to be a LED backlight back behind here, and so we'll be able to, the buttons all line up. So it's kind of a cool way of handling that. So let's go ahead and slide this off to the side for a second. I'm going to go ahead and peel off the sticker. yeah, it was while I was waiting for the first stage of the Enterprise D to come out. I happened to be on the Fanhome website when I got an email from Fanhome saying there's a special offer, and the special offer was the Millennium Falcon, and they said act quick because there's not a whole lot of these, and I'm really struggling with this. There we go. There's not a whole lot of these, and I had to really think about it because this is even more expensive than the Enterprise. I think it's like $75 per month. The first stage, I got it as a special for $2.15. I think it was like $1.99 with tax. So I'm gonna line this up carefully. But yeah, it's like $75 a month or so. Thankfully, besides my regular job, I have a business, and the business is, funding a little bit of this process, and so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I had to really stop and think about, what we're doing and if I could really afford to do it. But this is a limited time thing, and I got to be honest with you. The thought of having both the Enterprise and the Millennium Falcon as a collector series build just sounds absolutely amazing to me. So, yeah, this is looks like a bit of a translate. Actually, is what the material feels like. Something similar to like what would be backlit on the Enterprise D consoles, for instance. So, yeah, that's the first stage. And then we're going to take this piece and then go ahead and just kind of click it into place. So kind of much like the Enterprise D as well. Just want to make sure that I'm getting everything right here. There are pieces that we're going to be holding off to the side. Okay, they're just saying test fit. This model is going to be like I was saying, I'm going to need to do a little bit of cleanup work. These tabs, which I'll do off camera, but basically this is kind of how it works. One of the stages coming up will have chairs installed and more illuminated pieces, but that's the general gist of the first step. Now, also, let me go ahead and step back. Yeah, I'm going to need to clean up these pieces so that I can make sure that I can get into here. And much like the Enterprise, it's a lot of stages. They say in this magazine here it was 100 stages, and we're going to have to be storing pieces, and it's going to be put together in several different stages, and we'll see kind of how it all fits into place, because the model is not as, I don't know. We'll see. That was a horrible thought process, but that is a complete stage. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and bring back this piece, and this, along with the superstructure pieces, are going to be part of the next build, which we'll be doing later on tonight for you guys. So all we're going to be grabbing are the part of the quad laser cannon. Now, I'm curious to see how this is going to be. And, oh yeah, no, that is die cast. That's super cool. So, if you look at it, let it focus in. Nope, not metallic, definitely a die cast for sure. Okay. Now, one thing I did do was read the instructions very, very carefully, making sure that I have a pretty good understanding, because this is going to be different than anything I've done on the Enterprise. Huh. How do those come out? How interesting. I wonder why. Okay. Alright, how interesting. That's where the set screws go through. And for the final piece, let's set this off to the side. Cannons come off here. Yes, they do. Okay. Wonder if that's going to be for helping assemble. That's where the set screws come into place. So, yeah. You know, I have a feeling that I'm going to want to take off these cannon ends. So I'm going to go ahead and put, this is the bottom. And then these are the top. Keep the top to the right, bottom to the left. It's up to me to remember that, of course. All right. So we are going to take the mounting yoke. Okay. And it is saying that these tabs right here need to be faced in, just like that, and then mirrored. And then I guess we're going to have to carefully put the bottom piece through here, set it up top. No. Okay, I see what they're saying about being very careful with this, and why I'm actually going to put the cannon pieces back on here. I need something to hold on to. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so those two up there. Bottom. This one shot. Oh, cannon is trying to come out there, and that is a complete failure. Yes. Well, definitely a little bit more technical than the Enterprise. So, this is going to be cool. 2 different styles of builds. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. Thought of having 2 different styles of builds. Wonder, try to hold these up. Just one of these up. Wow. Okay, this is really tough. Very precise. Okay. Okay. So I think got that into place. Now I'm going to take this other one here, fix it directly on top. Okay. And I got it. All right. Now, what I did do was learn to do this. Take this. Take that out. Check this out. Yeah. And then I still boink it. But that was the hack. It was like using the tray to keep the screws in place. And then I did kind of pick up on that after I did some rebuilding of the D. Ooh, these screws are very, very picky. Okay. Start with totally boinking it up. Let's try doing that like this. that in place. Wow, this is actually really challenging. This may actually be good for me trying to do one stage at a time. Now, the Enterprise goes together fairly intuitively, but it's also not as close in scale as what we're looking at here. So, in the right place. Now we're going to take the set screw, and it is super tiny. One of the things the magazine was saying, please tell me I get that right. One of the things the magazine was saying, yeah, there we go, is that there is several different types of screws. You know, unlike with the Enterprise D, for instance, this one has like 3 or 4 different styles of screws. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's definitely solid in there. Yeah, so there, what was it? Let me go ahead and take a look here. Where does it say the types of screws? Magazine is definitely different. They are very... they took what the Enterprise D magazine was doing. It's in a different part here. In the next magazine, we'll go over that next part. But yeah, there's different screws, different colors. But they definitely took the Enterprise D idea and then kind of went a little bit further with it, which is really cool. Okay, so then we're going to take the next screw, and it's giving instructions to not tighten down too much. Definitely need to tighten it down, and obviously we are getting some extra screws for this one stage. Bought the same container for this build as the Enterprise D. This is so cool, having all of these like little projects to do. So this one, a little bit more tricky one. Okay, so now, if I'm not mistaken, we'll go ahead and put the cannons back in place. Kind of feels a little Warhammery. I don't know. Never done it, but you know, here we are. Saying things. Just the metal and guns. Okay, so, my friends, there we have it. Our first couple of stages. Well, not our first couple of stages. This is the first stage, actually, complete. Yeah, I was correct. This is the first stage complete. So the back panel connects to the cockpit, and then we have ourselves our turret set. So, super cool, fully articulated. I am curious as to why those aren't attached, but we will see. So, okay. Now, I have been up all day building models, and now it's time to do a little bit of editing so I can drop this video for you guys in the morning. I hope you guys enjoy when you do see it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below down in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and until the next time we meet, which will be later on tonight, I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. And until we see each other again, have a wonderful day.